There's certainly something magical about the winter season. I've got to be honest, I much preferred it to summer. The landscapes just seem a lot more dreamy. Water's all frozen here. Don't know where all the ducks have gone. So I've just found they've found a break in the ice there with some free water. It's too cold to paint out there, so I'm going to head back to the car over there and paint the view in the car. I think I made the right choice. It's -2 out there. But it's still a nice view from inside the car, so let's have a look at the materials before I start working on that view. So starting off with the palette, same palette I always use. We've got ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber and light red. They're Cotman watercolours. This one's lemon yellow, and all I do, I used to use it fresh out of the tube, but I got a bit tired of all the wasted paint that you get and scraping it off ready for the next session. So what I do now is use it dry. I squeeze it out, blasting at night, so the next day it's dry. So it's basically like a large pan, and then once you've got the hake on it, you still get plenty of colour on the brush. So I'm using this is my sort of outdoor easel. It's only a tenner from the works, very cheap. Just hook it up on there and just allows, you can either sit it on a table or I just sit it on my lap here in the driver's seat and just paint the view out the window. The bit between the seats here is where I keep my water jar. We've got the large hake brush, 3/4 inch flat, and the upside down, the number 3 rigger. A bit of tissue in case I want to lift any paint off, and I've got my tea towel here, take off the excess water. The regular viewers might recognise this. I have painted this view before in the summer. So obviously it looks a bit different in the winter, but like I say, I do prefer winter landscapes. They're a lot more bleak and just more moody. And there's just something more about them. All the bare trees. So I'll just get this set up now on the steering wheel. I'm all set up, and I'm going to start off with the big hake. I'm just going to wet that paper all over. The usual paper, 15 by 11, Fabriano Watercolour Paper. And then just dipping the tips of the hake in, so I've got plenty of water, plenty of, got the brushes all close together, the hair, sorry. And then raw sienna. I'm only going to use the 3 colours, by the way. I'm just going to use raw sienna, what shall I use? No, raw sienna, ultramarine and lemon yellow. I'll just stick to the 3 colours and see how I get on. So that was raw sienna. This is going to be ultramarine now. And then I'm just going to sort of hit and miss all the way down, and then just brush that across. That's all I'm going to do for the sky. And then back into those same 2 colours again, and I'm going to do those far trees on the far shore. So it's something like, I'm going about horizon, I'm going about that high on the horizon line. Ultramarine, raw sienna, just switching between the 2. And then while I've got the paint on the brush, just pulling down the reflections. A bit more water. trying to vary the height as I go along as well. Don't have them all the same height, just makes it look very monotonous. Over to there. I'm going to worry about too much on that side because I've got some big trees there to cover that up. Not forgetting the reflections. It's all iced up, so you can't see the reflections very well, but it always looks better with reflections, I think, even if you can't see them. So we're going over onto the left hand side. Again, there's going to be some trees on that side, so I'm not too worried about right on the far edge. Raw sienna. That's all I need to do for that. So next thing I'm going to do, in fact I probably wouldn't even bother with the lemon yellow thinking about it. I'm just going to stay with the raw sienna and ultramarine, just the two colours, and see how we manage with that. Paper stretched slightly, so I'm just going to pull it tight on our board here. Same again down the bottom. If you just leave it, when it stretches and you can keep pressing it down like that and you can't, it's So, which side should I do first? If I look on the right hand side now, and I'm going to dip the tips in again. A bit more water now because I'm going to do some tree trunks. So, mix the two colours up. Plenty of water now, and then I'm going to go the big tree up there. And sort of, I'm just going to do a few more. Just going to dry the brush for that bit. And just sort of dry brushing some bits and pieces. I'm just going to switch to the rigger. Plenty of water. Raw sienna, ultramarine, and then just put in some smaller ones just to the side. I need some a bit more predominance. It's all gone a bit pear-shaped. I'm going to put a sort of big thick tree now. This one here. I'll make this one a bit more. Less water, more paint, thicker mix. And that way it'll stand out. It'll stand out a lot better. That branch sort of comes up there and goes up there like that. And that continues up. There's another one just twists around, something like that. Someone behind it, doing off like so. I'm just going to clean the brush. So I want to get back to that sort of lighter raw sienna-y colour. I'm just going to, just very light. Now the land sort of comes up to about there, so I'm just being very careful because I don't want to cover up all the water. And again, just a very light touch, just the odd quick sweep here and there. And just constantly varying the colours. So even with two colours, the sort of amount of variation we're getting. Don't keep it all the same. If you're not getting any variation, just clean the brush and start again. Yeah, and just leaving bits of unpainted just to sort of capture that sort of frosty feel. And that sort of works its way. Something like that. And back to the rigger. And all these little bits of reeds and things just sticking up at the frosty ground. There's a whole sort of load of it there. And just try holding your rigger on the side of it like that and just pulling up. Just keep experimenting, you get all sorts of weird and wonderful effects. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. See, a lot of it you can cover up. If you make a mistake, just wait for it to dry and then paint over it, or wet it and take it off with a tissue. Oh, that needs more water. Oh, that's enough of that for a bit. I'm going to do some trees on the left hand side now. So again, into the two colours, and start about here. Putting the main trunks in first with the rigger, with the hike. Sorry, you can use the rigger if you want, but I just prefer the hike because it's quicker. And then doing the finer stuff with the rigger, so plenty of water, and then just put all the finer twigs and branches on it. What I might do, because I've got some big gaps there. Just a bit of dry brush. So clean the brush, scuff it up on the towel, get it nice and dry, and then just hang on, I need a bit more scuff in there. See, my hairs, they're getting that short now. I can't even scuff them up. I will be getting a new brush soon. So these are just a sort of even finer twigs now that we can't really do with unless you wanted to spend an age with the rigger. Just filling in the gaps. And then it's back. Nice and dry. See, the drier it is, the more see the difference now when you get it really dry. It really comes off nice and dark. Almost as if you was using it fresh out of the tube. Just a bit of that on the other side as well. Again, just leaving a lot of it unpainted, so it just looks like the sort of frost on the floor. looking now, see how that looks. What I might do is just give that a chance to dry. I was going to put some posts in, but I think I'll leave it. I think there's enough in there for the time being. I'm just going to switch back to the rigger brush. And just put a couple of birds in, I think. Somewhere up there. Just take the excess off on the tea towel, because I don't want this too strong. One there, another one there, maybe a little one over there. And all that's left to do, just sign it down here. And I'm going to call that one finished, I think. So there's our finished painting. So if I just hold it up and have a look at the actual view itself. The basic compositions there. Obviously it looks a bit different with the colours I've chosen, but you can see the amount of variation you can get with just using just two colours, raw sienna, in this case raw sienna and burnt umber. Starting off with a simple sky, putting in those distant trees. Like I said before, you can't see the reflections in the icy water, but I always think it always looks better to put them in. I mean, I've sort of framed it with the two sets of trees on the left and the right, and then you can see just leaving a bit of unpainted paper just helps create that sort of frosty look on the ground. And then just these fine lines with the rigger brush, creating the reeds and the grasses, helps create the illusion of being by the waterside. And often the foreground, all it needs is like just a few quick sweeps with a hake. Don't go mad with it, but it can prove very effective. Well, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching, keep practicing, and I'll see you again soon.